Charlie Turner.
Hey y'all, long time no see, huh? I know, don't be mad at me. Assalamu alaikum. May the peace and blessings of God be with you. I am going to read something to y'all really quick because it just touched my heart this morning. And then I am going to get dressed and take y'all with me to HEB because I am starting. Oh my goodness. Whew, I can't believe I'm about to say this because once I say it and once I put this video up, like that's it, because the point is for me to hold myself accountable and to have y'all hold me accountable. So it's going to be a 21-day alkaline detox that I am doing, whereas I can only eat very specific foods and I have to stay away from sugar and certain other things. And I do believe I have with all jokes aside, I do believe I have a serious sugar addiction. So this is not going to be very easy for me. But like I said, you know, hopefully y'all can help me, right? If you see that a day goes by and I didn't post a video about what I ate, get on me in the comments. Le'Von, what is going on? Are you still doing your alkaline detox? Are you staying away from sugar? And then I'll give you some more details about, you know, the reasoning and things like that a little bit later. Maybe we'll talk once I'm in the car. But right now, I just want to read this to you, mainly because sometimes, y'all, I know that, not sometimes, a lot of times we worry, right? We worry. And a lot of our worry is financial related. We might be worried that we don't have the funds to do certain things. Where's the money gonna come from? How am I gonna do this, that, and the other? And this that I read this morning in the Quran, it brought tears to my eyes because it reminded me that we don't provide for ourselves. Yes, you might have a job. Yes, you might be working really hard. Yes, you might have a savings account. But all of what we have is from the allowance of what Allah has given us. Allah is our sustainer and Allah is our provider. So when we get to those times where we just don't know where the funds are going to come from, we need to ask Allah. We need to depend and trust on Allah that if we need a raise at work or if we need to find a job or whatever it is for those funds to come, that Allah will guide us to that. And this was a reminder for me because what I'm trying to do with this alkaline detox, y'all, this food ain't cheap. Okay, it is not cheap. Okay, if you haven't watched me before, I live in America. I am in Houston, Texas. If you try to eat healthy in America, it just ain't cheap. Okay, you gotta put ain't in there. That's how expensive it is. Like, it ain't cheap for real. So I have to, a large sum of my funds go to trying to eat healthy. You know what I mean? So let me just read this so I can hurry and get dressed, so we can hurry and get to the store so I can get back home. Okay. A'udhu billahi minash shaitani rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's see, where do I want to start from? I am in, this is Surah 29, which is Al-Ankabut. Al-Ankabut in Arabic means the spider. So Surah 29, Surah is chapter 29 of the Quran, and I am starting at Ayah 58. Ayah means verse. So 29:58. Bismillah. Those who believe and do good works, them verily we shall house in lofty dwellings of the garden, underneath which rivers flow. There they will dwell secure. How excellent shall be the wage of those who labor, those who persevere and put their trust in their Lord. And how many an animal there is that bear not its own provision. Allah provides for it and for you. He is the hearer, the knower. And I'm gonna read that last one just one more time. I just read from 58 to 60, so I'm rereading 60. And how many an animal there is that bears not its own provision. Allah provides for it and for you. He is the hearer, the knower. So those three verses to me kind of go together, but the one that really just touched me this morning, just out of nowhere, have you ever like read something, heard something, or been doing something, and then all of a sudden you just, like your emotions just come out and you're like, wait, what? I wasn't trying to cry right now. So that it really touched me because like I said, it's a reminder that Allah gives us our provision. And the part about an animal, that really painted a nice picture in my head, because think about the birds, the squirrels, think about all of the animals that live outdoors, right? That they don't have grocery stores that they can go to, okay? They don't have jobs where they're getting money and they have a paycheck and they go to the grocery store and buy a cart full of groceries. They don't have that, right? And this, y'all, this thing is, it's getting on my nerves. I should have wrapped it better before I came on camera, but anyway, they don't do what we do, right? So how do they eat? Yes, everybody has seen a squirrel go find an acorn and maybe crack it open and start to munch on it, right? But how does that squirrel find that acorn? Where does that acorn come from? You see what I'm saying? So Allah provides, right? And yeah, the acorn comes, it grows, it comes from the earth or whatever. But y'all, that's one of my babies back there. I'm not gonna edit all this out because I'm not trying to make a perfect video right now. So you're getting all of this organicness right now. But yes, that acorn comes from the earth. But what causes that acorn to come from the earth? What causes that squirrel to know where to go to find that acorn? Boo boo, get off of that. Y'all, she messing with my tripod, about to make my thing fall. Lonnie, stop it, girl. I'm trying to talk to the people. This is my first time in a long time making a video, and she want to come here and be jealous and try to, Fulani, we're not gonna do this today. Y'all, I wish I could show you what she's doing, but if I did, I had to take the camera down, put it around, and it's just a lot. But she's at the base of my tripod, rubbing her face on it, trying to put her scent on it. Okay. All right. Fulani, let me finish, okay? I'm not editing it out. Y'all bear with me. So for the squirrel to find that acorn, right? And to eat it and enjoy it, all of that is the design of Allah. That squirrel is eating from the provision that Allah has provided it, right? So that's us. That's us. Right? When I read that part about the animal, I was like, oh, okay, yeah, all right. So that's us. Yes, we have jobs and things like that, but what allowed us to find that job? How did we get connected? How did we get hired? How did we have the qualifications that were required, right? How are we keeping those jobs, right? You see what I'm saying? So Allah provides. It's not us. It's not us. Because at any given time, if you've ever struggled financially, okay, because I was not born with a silver spoon in my mouth, honey. So if you've ever struggled financially, you know what I'm talking about. At any time, you might not have no money, okay? And you might be trying to figure out, how am I going to pay this? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? And then it doesn't last for forever. All of a sudden, some money comes out of somewhere, and you're able to pay that phone bill, you're able to pay your rent, you're able to find a more affordable place to live. Like, it just works itself out eventually, doesn't it? You might struggle for a while, but eventually you come out of it. How do we do that? How do we come out of it? It's not us. That's not us. Allah is the provider. Allah gives us our provision. So I'm gonna go to this store, y'all, and buy my alkaline stuff that I know ain't gonna be cheap, because I checked my funds and I'm trying to budget, and I say, okay, All right, so I got a little wiggle room right there where I can go ahead and do this. So I say, Alhamdulillah, all praise due to Allah, right? So pray, right? Pray for what you desire. If you're trying to do something and you don't have the funds there to do it, pray. Allah is the provider, okay? All right, so I'm gonna cut this and then I'm gonna get dressed and then I'm gonna talk to y'all a little bit more in the car. This is probably gonna be a super duper long video. I ain't seen y'all in a long time, so this is my hello, I'm back for now video, because I'm not one of those YouTubers that's gonna come in here and lie to you and tell you that I'm gonna give you a video every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I have a lot to do, so as you can see, my videos are not very consistent, but God willing, I will get better, okay? Maybe at least once or twice a week. That's my goal. That's my goal here moving forward. It's not a promise, it's my goal. All right, I'm gonna see y'all in the car. All right, y'all, so we in the car. I tried to get a little cute. Earlier I was just in the house, had just recently woke up, and that's one of my what you saw me in, that's one of my let me throw this on so I can be on camera or so somebody can see me pieces of cloth. So when you see me in that or anything like that, you know I'm comfortable. But now, y'all, I am I'm getting out of this complex here. Give me a moment. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, let me turn off my music. But yeah, we're going to go to HEB to get a list of alkaline foods. I'm waiting for this gate to open. I printed off a list here, and this list it's Dr. Sebi's list. However, I'm not just strictly sticking to that list. There's also a pH chart that I added here. The gate is open, so let me put that down and drive properly. There's a pH chart that I added there that I found online because I've been doing some research about this. And that chart, it gives you, when I get to the next stop area, I'm going to show you the chart again. But the chart gives you a nice layout of foods, condiments, water, drinks, all types of stuff, and it gives you the pH of each one. It tells you what is acidic and what you should completely avoid or eat very sparingly. It tells you what's neutral, and then it tells you what's alkaline or highly alkaline, which is going to be what's very beneficial for you if you're trying to do something as I'm trying to do, which is boost my pH. Okay, pretty good. I thought that was gonna give me a place to stop to show y'all the chart, but we have a stoplight coming up, so I think that's when I'll show it to you. So what I'm trying to do is have a balanced pH. So I feel like this video would more so relate to women or men that have women in their lives that they really care about, that may very well be struggling with some type of woman's issue. Okay, man, lights are green today, y'all. I'll show y'all the chart eventually. Let me just drive. But so when I say, you know, women's issues, ladies, you know what I'm talking about, okay? Any type of women's issue that you can have. Your pH could be off, you could have an odor, you could have BV, bacterial vaginosis, you could have an STD or an STI, you could have a yeast infection, you could have some unpleasant feelings down there, maybe some itching. It's a lot that can possibly go on. And so through my research and also my experience being a woman, when you eat properly and when your pH is balanced, your lady area is all good, okay? So if you are, and I'm not trying to make anyone feel bad or anything like that, so please do not take offense to anything that I'm saying. I am just trying to relay and share what I've learned,
okay? So if you're someone that drinks alcohol, you smoke, you eat a lot of junk food, a lot of sugar, a lot of processed food, breads, McDonald's, Taco Bell, all of this stuff, you are more likely to have issues or be susceptible to certain things versus someone who doesn't drink, doesn't smoke, stays away from a lot of processed junk foods and things like that. You have a higher chance of having your lady area really nice, clean, and fresh. Now, there are indeed exceptions to the rule. Anyone at any time is susceptible to anything, okay? No matter how well you live your life, we are all susceptible to any and everything. However, I firmly believe that our healing, our medicine, everything is within our food. I am not one to run to pills and the doctor all the time every time something is wrong or off or whatever, because a lot of times what happens is those pills, that medication that they're giving us, it's derived from something within the earth that they've added to something else, and they put it together and hike up the price and sell it to us and say, hey, this is going to cure you. Whereas we could easily be cured or fixed if we find the root of that, okay? I really believe that all of our cures are from the earth, and a part of that is what you eat. So with that, what we eat should also be from the earth, right? So the list of things that I have here, what I'm trying to do, y'all, pray for me. Before you go to bed at night, pray for me. When you wake up in the morning, pray for me. On your lunch break at work, okay? When you're waiting in the car to pick your kids up from school, pray for me, because this is going to be hard. I'm telling you, this is going to be hard, because I firmly believe that at this present moment, I have a sugar addiction, okay? I love me some sweets, okay? Love me some sweets. And y'all got to excuse my my out of control eyebrows. Sometimes I care about them and sometimes I don't. And right now I'm letting them do whatever they want to do. So y'all pray for me. It's not going to be easy because, like I said, I like sweet things. But liking sweet things, eating sweet things is not going to help me in getting my pH to where I want it to be. Okay. And not just that, but just a little bit of background. I'm also currently, and I put a lot of emphasis on currently because this can change at any time. Currently, I'm not a meat eater, and I haven't been eating meat since, I want to say, March of this year. So it's that March, April, May, June, July, August. We're almost done with September. So roughly 7 months, I haven't eaten any type of meat. I am also not eating any dairy, and I'm not eating eggs. The reason why I separate eggs from dairy is because I don't personally feel like eggs are dairy. Like, I really don't. I don't know why America likes to put eggs in the dairy category. To me, dairy is anything that comes from a cow or an animal, like the milk of it, right? An egg is not milk related. It's not goat's milk, it's not cow milk, it's not anything like that. So I don't know why they put that with dairy. It comes from a chicken. So I don't know, y'all school me. If somebody knows why they put eggs with dairy, let me know. But in my mind, eggs are not dairy, so I separate it. So don't eat dairy. I'm not eating eggs. The reason I'm not eating eggs is because I want to see how my body is going to respond. I'm doing my best to stay away from things that are acidic and that can cause mucus and dis-ease or discontentment within the body. So I've been eating eggs for a very long time, and I want to say maybe it's been about a month, maybe a little bit over a month since I haven't had any eggs. And so far, y'all, my skin is not completely clear. However, it is a lot more clear than what it was before. And I'm not saying that that's just because of the eggs. I think that it's a combination of everything that I'm doing and everything that I've changed right now. I am also currently taking a women's once a day multivitamin. I want to say that's from New Chapter. Yeah, it's from New Chapter. And then I am on my black seed oil. I take maybe 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons of black seed oil per day. I don't drink soda or anything like that. I was drinking like a lot of fruit juices. I love Simply juices. Their fruit punch, the cranberry juice, all that stuff. I was drinking that a lot, but for the next 21 days I won't be doing that. Pray for me, like I said. Oh, y'all, we at a stoplight. So this is if you're not familiar, I'll put a link. Well, I'll probably try to find like the best post, but everybody has Dr. Sebi's list running around. So if you just go to Google and type in Dr. Sebi's alkaline list, this is gonna pop up. So that's what those 3 pages are. And then in addition to that, this is a pH chart that I found here, right? All right, this pH chart, this is what I was telling you about. It goes from 2.3 all the way to 10. Tells you what's acidic that you should avoid, which is in this area, tells you what's neutral with a pH of 7.0, and tells you what's alkaline and highly alkaline 8.0 and up that you can eat to your heart's content. It also gives some information on there. It says that a lot of foods, most foods rather, become acidic when cooked. Reason why a lot of people are kind of moving over or interested in like these raw food diets, or just incorporating more raw foods into their daily meals and things like that. So anyway, that chart is like really, really neat. I found that on Pinterest. I will leave a link to that down below if anyone is interested. And I think I've covered everything that because I wanted to explain to y'all why I am doing this. Please let me get over. God bless you. God bless your mama and your daddy. Thank you so much. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss my hop on for the freeway. Y'all, I'm in Houston and I'm driving right around I-10 and Beltway 8. So if you're familiar with that area, you know the freeways just crisscross over there right by Memorial City Mall. So I'm gonna have to hop onto I-10 really quick, and I just want to make sure I don't miss it. The people seem fairly nice today, so I think I should be all right. There's my hop on right there. I knew I was gonna do this. I knew I was gonna get too close. Thank you. We got it, y'all. On the freeway. On the freeway. Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm telling y'all everything. If not, I'm gonna have to make a part 2 to this video. So yes, right now what I'm doing is I'm going to Katie to pick up some plants from a lady. Y'all, she is selling the plants for $10 a pop. And these are not baby plants. These are full-grown, mature plants, and I think she's selling the pots with them. Like not just like the nursery pot that doesn't look very attractive, but like the actual pretty decorative pots that you can have out, and it looks really nice. So I'm really excited to go to her house and take a look at all of the plants that she has available, and maybe grab a few to further beautify my apartment, because I am a self-titled plant lady now. I love plants, so I'm gonna have me a little miniature jungle in there. So hopefully she has the ones left that I saw online when I first saw her ad, and no one else has gotten them. And then after that, we're gonna go to HEB. So my initial plan was to go to HEB right away, but she sent me a text, and I've been waiting to hear from her for like a few days, and I was like, oh my gosh, okay, you're available now. All right, awesome. So we're just gonna do a little detour to her house and then HEB. So I will probably pick you all back up to maybe show you the plants I got, and then we will go to HEB and get some of these items that are on this alkaline food list, because my plan is to start my alkaline detox tomorrow. All right, y'all, I'm out here in the heat. I'm just now about to leave this lady. Her name is Miss Debbie. I'm about to leave her house, and I got the plants. So I got 3 mature plants, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, six baskets, y'all, for only 30 bucks. So let me show you the plants in the baskets real quick. Oh, I'm sweating. So here's one. These are just 2 pothos, and this one is a closet plant. That's the basket the pothos is in, and this is a huge basket that she just gave me. You can see it's not perfect, but I do not mind because it's so pretty. This is another pothos in a round basket. This is the closet plant in a square basket. Then I have 2 more really big round baskets right here. I'm trying to hurry up because I'm still in her driveway, probably looking weird recording. So I will pick y'all back up when we get to HEB. Alright, y'all, so we are at HEB. You saw me driving up. I know part of it was blocked. That's the suction cup part of the holder that I have y'all in when I'm in the car. So I was gonna move it around, but I was driving, so I just left it as is. But you saw the HEB sign. You got the feel. So we are going to go in here now, and y'all, I went ahead and decided to come to the HEB that we having a scarf malfunction. Alright, so I went ahead and decided to come to one of the HEBs that is here in Katy, since I just left Miss Debbie's house. And I've never been to this HEB before. So this is going to be a true scavenger hunt for me to try to figure out where all of these items are. I'm used to the HEBs in Houston that are, well, Katy still, if you ask me, is Houston, just kind of a little bit outside. But I'm used to the HEB that's like near, I want to say like Beltway 8 and Bensonette area. And then there is another HEB that I like to go to, which is like, I want to say it's on San Felipe. So I have never been to this one, y'all. I don't know how their layout is, but we're going to try to figure it out. And I'm going to get one of these little baby baskets because I do not plan on getting like a whole lot of stuff. So, see my little baby basket. That should do, right? I hope. Uh-oh. It almost closed on me. And so y'all, one of the reasons why I wanted to come to HEB is because I feel like their selection of fruit and vegetable is just, oh my gosh, like fruit and vegetables, make it plural, Le'Von, make it plural. So I feel like their quality of fruit and vegetables is, I think it's on point. I want to, let me give y'all a, just all in my way, y'all. All in my way. Oh, avocados. Perhaps we can start there. So let's get us some avocados. I lost my train of thought. That guy was just like right in my way. Like, can you move? Yeah, I can give y'all a look now. See? I mean, their produce is just, like, it's crazy. And this is only, like, just one section. There's, like, 3 other sections over there. When I was looking for, honestly, I wasn't really looking for it. I just stumbled on soursop at HEB. I couldn't find soursop anywhere else, but HEB had it. And soursop is on my list of alkaline foods. If you're not familiar with soursop, it's a type of fruit. And when I worked at a Jamaican restaurant years back, they had a drink there. They had the soursop juice. They made it there, and I've just always thought that, okay, you know, I'm not going to be able to find that fruit, but HEB has it. And I'm looking in that section now to see if they have it at this one, then I'll show y'all. They have star fruit. They have cherry moya. They have taro. Oh, I'm sorry. They have aloe vera leaves. Look, aloe vera leaves. They have red dragon fruit. This is the cherry moya. This is star fruit. Pomegranates. They even have the tamarind beans. They have turmeric. This is the taro root down here, but I don't see soursop. Yeah, I don't see soursop. I see prickly pears, which I thought was soursop, but no. They even have jackfruit. Look. And of course, coconut, pineapple, those. They have fresh corn, like the corn that's still in the husk. I'm like a kid in a candy store right now. Oh yes, definitely have to get mushrooms. The little baggies, there they are. All right, y'all. So my goal, I really want to do 100% alkaline for the next 21 days. However, because I don't aim to be perfect, and I know there's always a margin for error, I am going to say that I want to do majority alkaline. So in case I slip up somewhere, like say for example, lemons, right? I'm getting lemons today. But a lot of people don't feel that lemons are alkaline. And some people kind of say, okay, no, we're just on the fence about it. The reason is because, well, yeah, they have portobello mushrooms. I think I'm going to get portobello and probably white mushrooms. Portobellos. The mushrooms are just a really good meat substitute, period. So, because mushrooms to me don't really have a flavor. They take on the flavor of whatever you put them with or whatever you season them with. So they're very versatile. But we were talking about lemons. So lemons, before they go into your body, before you digest them, they have an acidic pH. However, after or during rather digestion, they do release alkalizing benefits, which is why some people who are on an alkaline diet still might do lemons, because they seem to give you alkaline benefits after they're digested. So for me, I am comfortable with that, and I feel like lemons have other beneficial properties as well. So that's probably going to be one thing on my list that some people would say is not alkaline. So we got our portobello mushrooms. I'm trying to think, should I do white mushrooms? Savory pizza blend. White. They have a lot of white mushrooms. Baby bellas. Sliced baby bellas. I'm trying to stay away from shiitake during this detox. So I think I'm just gonna keep the portobello and maybe go with white. This is a hard decision. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do white. Excuse me. So yeah, get white mushrooms. They have organic white. I think I'm okay. I like organic, but I don't feel like, I'm not rich, so I can't do everything 100% organic. So I'm gonna keep this little $2 savings and just go with the regular ones on the mushrooms. Let's see. Do I need more tomatoes? I do. So for the tomatoes, I like to go with what Dr. Sebi said about those. He had, God rest his soul, cherry and plum tomatoes. So we have a plethora of tomatoes right here. Tomato City. Okay. Y'all, I love grocery shopping. Like, I really do. It's like one of my favorite things to do. Wait, what did he say? These say grape. I think that grape tomatoes are a combination of cherry and plum. Are they? These might be cherubs or cherry tomatoes. I think I might get these.
Sweet potatoes, sir.
Y'all, I'm having some trouble figuring out which ones are cherry and plum. Actually, I think I know, like the plum tomatoes, those are the Romas. Somebody help me out. Somebody research and comment down below about these cherries. Now I'm looking at these. You know what, y'all? I think it's just the shape of the tomatoes. I think it's the shape, right? Oh, I didn't mean to have that finger up. I think it's just the shape of the tomatoes. Because all these say grape. Oh, that's a big, y'all, this is like the biggest thing of tomatoes I ever seen. Look at that. Wow. It's a whole bowl. This says angel sweet tomatoes, but I wonder if they are naturally sweet or if they did something to make them sweet. Because I'm, trying to stay away from foods that have been tampered with, overly tampered with. I think this video is going to be too long because I'm going to do this like for almost everything. Because I'm trying to make sure that I get, all of the best stuff. So I think the best bet for me right now is to put y'all down, get everything, and then when I get home, probably just do a grocery haul. I think that'll be better. Otherwise, this video going to end up being like 2 hours long, and y'all gonna get bored with me trying to decide everything. So that's what we're gonna do. So I will pick y'all back up, maybe when we're leaving the store, and I'll show you what's in the basket, and then maybe do a full layout at home. Or maybe just show you what's in the basket at the end. I think that might be better. I'll figure it out. Okay, I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit. Alrighty, y'all, so I have gotten, let me just show you. Oh my gosh, this is my basket. I didn't have to switch to a bigger basket, so that's good, but this baby is full. So that's my basket, and my purse is buried in there somewhere. So what I believe I'm going to do is just wait until we get home, and then I will do a layout of everything that I got. I'm also gonna run to, I want to say either Whole Foods or Kroger's, because I know that they have teff flour, and on the alkaline list from Dr. Sebi, teff is on there, and I love, what do you call it, injera. injera. If you ever had Ethiopian food, you know what injera is. So that is made from teff. So since I have to stay away from regular bread and so many other things, I'm thinking to get me some teff flour and follow a really good recipe on YouTube, recipe tutorial on YouTube, and try to make my own type of injera, kind of, sort of. Hopefully that'll work out. And then I think I'm also going to get some spelt flour. I got spelt flour before, and I made like I want to call it a tortilla, maybe flatbread type of thing. It was basically just spelt flour and water and oil, and I think a little bit of salt. So these are the grains here. You can see that: amaranth, fonio, kamut, quinoa, rice, spelt, teff, and wild rice. I already have wild rice at home. I bought quinoa today. Well, I'm about to buy the quinoa. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do probably the spelt and or teff. I'll figure it out when I find out what store has it and how much it is. And oh, I also want to get like either hemp seeds or hemp seed powder, because that is good for protein. And since what I'm going to be eating for the next 21 days is it's a very limited list, I want to make sure I'm eating enough, and I don't want to lose weight. So I think the hemp seed powder will help me with that. So yeah. I'm fine. How are you? Good, good. Awesome. Thank you. Y'all, this son about to cook me, but I just want to show y'all sprouts. If you're not familiar with sprouts, that's the sign. That's what it looks like. So we're about to hop in here. Hopefully my battery doesn't die. But if you're not familiar with sprouts, it's I think I already told y'all this, but it's very similar to Whole Foods, except it's more affordable. They even have that same like green woodsy color for their logo and store and stuff. So that's their aisles and stuff. So we're gonna go try to find teff flour. Hi.
Hello. Unfortunately, I can't have you videotaping inside the store.
Oh, okay, cool. No worries. Okay, y'all, so I am out of Sprouts. Sprouts did not want me to record in their store, so that's why it was cut off. But you probably heard him when he walked up to me and said, "I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't have you record." I'm like, okay, no problem. I mean, if you would let me record, you might get more business up in this store, but I understand they're protective. They probably think that people have bad intentions. I don't know, but I was just gonna put them on my video. But I found in Sprouts, well, I knew they had this, my tarragon seasoning. Okay, Tarragon. I'll put it somewhere on the screen. Tarragon. So you just get it yourself, put it in there, and put the little POU code, and that's what it looks like. It's a really good seasoning. I was really hoping that Sprouts would have the teff, but they didn't. They had spelt, but I didn't want to get the spelt. I was like, because it was a really big bag, and I don't need a really big bag. And I did not intend on getting this, but they had elderberries, and that's what that looks like. So I think this would be really good, like with hot water, maybe make an elderberry tea. But this is on Dr. Sebi's list, so I got elderberries, and I found the hemp seeds. And I think these will be really good in a smoothie, maybe with some almond butter, banana, maybe some type of nut milk. All right, y'all, we are at Whole Foods. Ooh, dude, do not run me over, honey. I got things I need to do. Alright, y'all, so I just have y'all in my hand now, because maybe my little recording stick is setting some people off. HEB didn't have a problem with it. I think some of the major stores don't have a problem, like with your recording in store. But just in case Whole Foods wants to say something, just have y'all in my hand. Boom shakalaka, we've got it. So y'all, they have everything. Look, the Tef is up there. They have, what is that? Arrowroot, tapioca, potato starch, quinoa flour, cassava flour, almond flour, natural almond flour, coconut flour, cauliflower flour, y'all. Cauliflower flour. Oh my goodness. Gluten-free all-purpose flour, oat flour, all-purpose baking mix. Wow, they even have egg replacer down there. Buckwheat, pancake and waffle mix, chickpea crumbs. Okay, but all I need is we got our Tef flour. Hey, and I really wanted to get the I don't think they have it. Spelt. Slipped my mind and came back. Oh, wait a minute. No, white flour, all-purpose baking flour. Everybody bought up all the Spelt. Either that or they stopped carrying it. But I just bought Spelt from them like just a few weeks ago. Okay, maybe that was like a month or more. Time flies by so fast. Okay. Oh, no, the Sanctum gum. Baking soda, vital wheat gluten. Oh, that's what they use to make that seitan with. So there's a lot of, I'm not gonna say a lot. I saw a video or a couple of people using seitan as a meat replacement, and they make it with that vital wheat gluten and other stuff. I cannot believe. No, that's milk powder. All right. No, these are sugars. Okay, y'all, let's head to the front. I'm just gonna ask them. Hi, excuse me. Do you know if you guys have Spelt flour? Spelt. Yeah, and I just looked there, and I looked over near the produce, and I didn't see it. So either it's sold out, or you guys stopped carrying it. Because it would usually be right here, right? Right. And I found the Tef that I want, but just not Spelt. And the last time they showed me that it was over there, but it's not there either.
Okay, we must not sell it anymore.
Maybe that's what it is. Because I didn't even see the label anymore.
Yeah.
Like it's gone.
You know,
so.
I haven't seen it. Now that you mention it, I don't think I've seen it in a while.
Okay, maybe that's what it is.
Okay.
All right, well, thank you for helping me look.
No problem.
Yes, ma'am. Have a good one. Alrighty, y'all, so we are back at home, and I have gotten everything out of the bags and laid it out here on the counters for y'all to see. So this is my grocery haul between HEB, Whole Foods, and Sprouts. Even though I only got 2 things from Whole Foods and 3 things from Sprouts. So I'm gonna remind you what those are now that we have everything all together. So let's just start over here, and I'm not gonna take a lot of time doing this, y'all. I mean, you can see, you know what things are. So what I have 3 gallons of spring water, because what I plan to do is drink a half a gallon of water per day. I am about, I forgot my exact weight, probably 135, 140, somewhere around there, probably 135-ish. So I'm gonna do a half a gallon of water per day, mainly because I am coming from not drinking a whole lot of water every day, so I don't want to just jump in and do a full gallon a day. I think that would be too much. I think that would be overwhelming for me. So my goal is a half a gallon a day. So that's going to be 2, 4, 6. And then I have an already opened gallon like this that I bought previously. And oh, here it is right here. So this one, that's how much is gone from there. So this water should definitely last me for a full 7 days before I need to go back out and re-up. And then I have orange juice. This is from Whole Foods. And of course the Tef is from Whole Foods. Okay, those are the only 2 items I got from Whole Foods. Where else? Oh yes, let me go ahead and show y'all once again the sprouts. So that's the tarragon. This is these are the elderberries, and then this is the hemp seed. All 3 of those are from Sprouts. Everything else is from HEB. Okay, so we have some organic bananas here. Then I have this, y'all. Look, okay, look at this mango. Look, this is crazy. This is a giant mango compared to the regular sized mangoes over here. You see that? That's crazy. So I got 2 regular sized mangoes and 1 giant mango. My favorite fruit is mango. So I was so happy that that is an alkaline item. Or alkalizing type of food, rather. And then these, y'all, these are prickly pears. And these are the fruit of cactus. I've had these before. When you open them up, they're like a nice, actually they're about this color here on the inside, and they have a very slight sweetness to them. I have some limes here, of course. I have some jalapenos. I have cucumbers, bell peppers, yellow squash here, and then another type of squash. I forgot the name of this one. This is not zucchini squash. Zucchini squash is all dark green. I have some peaches. I have some blood oranges. Look, if you don't know the difference between a regular orange and a blood orange, like it kind of looks like it has blood speckled across it. All right, I have some sweet potatoes. I have a humongous red bell pepper right here. That thing is crazy big. Crazy big. And then I have some lemons. I'm still like on the fence. I researched, I read, and I'm like, okay, so are they considered acidic, or are they considered alkaline? Like, do we go with the pH before you digest it, or do we go with what it does when it's digesting? So questionable, okay? But I like lemons and I couldn't pass them up. And then we have some avocado here. Avocados are all around good. Like, you're safe with avocados, definitely not questionable. I have some baby bella mushrooms and the bigger portobello. So they're basically the same, but these are the big portobello and these are the little ones. Then I have white mushrooms. I have some fresh okra here, walnuts, blueberries, raspberries. Try to show the brands too in case anyone is brand conscious. And then y'all remember when I started grocery shopping, I was going crazy over the types of tomatoes. So these are the tomatoes that I got here. Okay. And I have Brussels sprouts, fresh Brussels sprouts. So if you're trying to eat well, it is better to get your items fresh, right? Some Brussels sprouts, I'm tongue-tied. Some Brussels sprouts you can find definitely in the can or already packaged, but I got mine fresh, so I'm gonna be cooking those from scratch. Same with the okra, I got those fresh. I mean, everything else you can see I got fresh, but I'm particularly pointing out these items because I don't really notice that a lot of people get them fresh. It's like they're already pre-packaged. So I was very happy that HEB had both of those fresh. Oh yes, we have good old kale over here. Okay, you cannot go wrong with kale. And then I have some turnip greens. Right now, for this 21-day detox, I cannot have cornbread. But y'all, all I want to do is like bake some cornbread and eat it with these turnip greens. But I'm gonna do good. I'm gonna do good. And then I have some red lettuce over here. Okay. And then I have some, did I just say red lettuce, y'all? red cabbage, y'all. Red, purple, whichever color you want to call it. This is just the outside, if y'all wondering why it looks like that, but that's it right there. So purple, red cabbage, whatever you want to call it. And then I have some red leaf lettuce over here. I love this, like, for salads. And I also, let's see, we have some quinoa. I have the tricolor quinoa, and then I have the regular quinoa. That looks pretty. And I think depending on what I'm eating, maybe like for my breakfast items, I would maybe use this, and for other items, I would use that. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I just feel like getting both. So I also have some agave nectar here, and then I have some almond butter. Almonds are alkaline. Okay, then we have grapeseed oil. You remember when we were in Whole Foods, I told y'all, I said 35, but it's actually 34. Okay, so I have this 34 fluid ounce grapeseed oil, HEB brand, and I want to say this was right around no more than $6, which is really, really good for this large amount of grapeseed oil, okay? And then I also have cilantro and sweet basil. Yeah, I think that is it, y'all. And then I have some other items already in my kitchen that are definitely alkalizing food items. I keep saying alkaline, but if you're saying it properly, then we would say something like limes are alkalizing, or an alkalizing food item. But you'll hear me just cut it short. I'd be like, oh, that's alkaline, that's acidic, that's acidic. And then I think did I say it? I got a pineapple. So I think that's it. Oh, these two, I didn't. So chamomile tea, I have that. And then I have this, y'all, which I have. Let me show you what I have in my cabinet. Hold on. I have the Rotilio. So this one I already had, and it's simply chickpeas. And then this one is just a different style of noodle, as you can see. And chickpeas are the exact same as, let me show you these that I have in the cabinet. These are chickpeas, garbanzo beans, exact same thing. Some people say that when you're, trying to eat healthy and have all natural foods, anything in a package or a box is not okay. So I'm not quite there yet, okay? Actually, let me not say yet, because I don't know if I ever want to be there. I feel like there are some things in a package or a box that are completely okay. So it just depends. You have to read the ingredients. You have to check your nutrition facts list, right? And you see right here, this is the nutrition facts on here, right? So when I'm trying to make a decision, if I'm iffy about something, I always read. But overall, y'all, I think I did pretty good. And this should last me, inshallah, a week and a half. Keep in mind, this is what I'm eating, okay? This is what I'm eating. So it's not like I'm having bread and fish and meat and everything else. This is what I'm eating. So if it seems like a lot to you for one person, it's not. Like, I'm gonna have to figure out breakfast, lunch, dinner. I'm really not a 3 meal a day type of girl, but since I am on this restricted food list right now, I'm gonna make sure that I'm not missing any meals, because like I said, I don't want to lose any weight, you know what I mean? So yeah. All of this coupled with a few other items. So over the next 21 days, inshallah, God willing, I will be sharing with you all on a daily basis what I am eating. Y'all, I started putting stuff away and realized that the garlic was hidden. It was here on the counter with everything else, but for some reason I didn't see it. All right, y'all, so here I am. I'm holding my scarf. Like I said, I've been through it today. This scarf is so loose and I'm just ready to take it off. But y'all, hold me accountable, okay? If a day goes by and I have not checked in to tell you what I ate or what I didn't eat, I need you to blast me in the comments, okay? Le'Von, where is the video, okay? How are you doing? We have to get through 21 days together, and if y'all watching me, y'all gonna help me, okay? So hold me accountable. This is as I mentioned in the beginning, I feel like I've been recording this video all day because I've taken y'all with me through everything. But as I mentioned in the beginning, this is my way of holding myself accountable because I'm putting this out there. I am publishing this video. I know the world is not gonna see it, but you know, at least a handful of people will see it. So I have to, you know, stick to what I'm going to do. And y'all hopefully will be helping me to do that. I think that's it. Yeah. Y'all will be seeing me, inshallah. So I'm not trying to throw everything into this one video. There's a couple of other little things I want to tell you, but this is just the beginning. And then also, when I run out of food, I'm gonna have to go back to the grocery store. So we're doing this, inshallah, for 21 days, 3 weeks. So we might be making 2 more grocery trips over that time frame. All right, y'all. So I'm out. I'm about to relax because I've been out and about all day. Thanks for watching. Peace, blessings, love, and light. God be with you. Bye.